Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. So today we are talking about construction problems exist. Yes, it is the nature of the beast. This is the reason why you hire a general contractor, because you don't want the headache. And the problems are inherent to construction. Fraser Homes, we are problem solvers. That's what we do. So let's talk about key areas that turn into problems that we need to solve. Number one, Fraser is not a production builder. We've never built the same house twice. So that means that we don't have the same formula. And when you have different sites, different subs, different homeowners, different drawings, there's going to be problems. And that's okay. We don't have any problem managing problems, but you need to understand that there are going to be problems. And if you want the process to be completely free of problems, custom home building is probably not right for you. Okay, so problems are not usually caused by one thing. Okay, so it's not that, well, we just don't have the right framed window. That's not the only problem. That it's not just one thing. Generally speaking, it is because there was an architectural defect. And so there means that the rough opening, when the framers come to do the rough opening, is going to be a problem. And then when we discover it, there's going to be a problem because now the window we're trying to put the window in and that doesn't work. And so you can see this ripple effect. And so this is the reason why the studying and the specifications and understanding the scope is so important to Fraser, because we want to try to avoid problems, even though we know problems exist. Okay, so next is what separates great builders from average builders when it comes to problem solving. Well, communication early. Remember, we did an episode on we ask lots of questions. We are trying to get ahead of whatever could be a problem. And communicating early and effectively and often, it helps to manage the risk of the problems that show up on your job. Taking ownership. Fraser, when we don't get something right, we take ownership. When things don't go right, we're going to correct it. We're not going to leave you high and dry. We're developing solutions. Okay, so when there's a problem, we have a solution. It's not, you don't need to feel like you're by yourself or no one cares or things are not getting done. We are managing problems. And oftentimes that is the assurance that we want you to have, is that you understand and know that we're taking care of it. We want you to have trust and faith that we're taking care of it, so you don't have to be worried. And understanding that we want to protect your investment. This is the reason why sometimes there might be areas where things are a little slower, because if there is a sub that is not aligning with your vision and our vision, we might have to recalibrate, if you will. And that is a problem solving measure. Okay, so the next is the danger of chasing a perfect project. No perfect project exists. And when you are chasing a perfect project, you always are going to have these highs and these lows where you're feeling like everything is really good and then you crash down. We want to be a fully transparent builder with you and let you know that there is going to be problems, and it is our job to manage it. And so the perfection in that is that you have someone that is a subject matter expert and knows what they're doing, and you need to rely on us so that we can get that done. Okay, so we have talked about problems. You know some of the problems. Can you guess some of the issues? Can you guess delays? We've talked about that before. Design changes. We've talked about that before. Communication, not managing to the schedule. Those are where inherent problems come in. And so as the consumer, you can help to manage some of the control. Remember, we talked about our processes being in and out of control. You can keep the process in control as long as you make sure that you're communicating effectively with Fraser, etc., etc. And so there you have it. Problems are going to be on the job, but not to worry, you have the master problem solver. Yes, we are a builder. We are a fully custom home luxury builder, but more importantly, we solve problems. We're going to do an episode on that where we talk about we're really not a builder, we're really your problem solver. And if your builder is not solving your problems, it means they don't know the difference.